In the dusty highlands of modern-day Ethiopia once stood a forgotten empire, so powerful it rivaled Rome, Persia, and China. It commanded the Red Sea, minted its own gold coins, and built towering stone monuments that still baffle engineers today. Yet almost no one remembers its name. This is the story of Axum, the lost African superpower that traded with Rome and ruled the ancient world from the shadows, long before Europe's medieval kings or the rise of Islam, the Kingdom of Axum. From around the 1st to the 7th century CE, this empire controlled vast territories, parts of Ethiopia, Eritrea, Yemen, Sudan, and even Saudi Arabia. It was the bridge between Africa and the ancient world, connecting Rome, India, and Arabia through trade routes that made its kings fabulously wealthy. But how did this hidden empire rise to such power, and how did it disappear without a trace? Chapter 1: The Rise of a Super. It all began in a place perfectly positioned between the Nile River and the Red Sea, the lifelines of ancient trade. Axum grew rich from exporting ivory, gold, frankincense, myrrh, and even exotic animals to empires across. In return, Roman merchants brought wine, olive oil, glass, and silver. The Romans called Axum a great city and even minted coins that mention its name. And Axum wasn't just rich, it was advanced. It became one of the first African civilizations to mint its own currency using gold, silver, and bronze coins engraved with inscriptions like King of Kings. These coins weren't just money, they were propaganda symbols of a mighty kingdom confident in its divine. Chapter 2: The City of Stone and Faith. At its heart stood the city of Axum, a metropolis filled with grand palaces and mysterious stone obelisks, some reaching over 30 meters tall, carved from a single block of granite. These stelae marked the tombs of kings and nobles, monuments of power that rivaled Egypt's pyramids. But Axum's legacy wasn't just wealth and architecture, it was also spirit. Around the 4th century CE, under King Azana, Axum became one of the first empires in the world to officially adopt Christianity, even before Rome made it its state religion. King Azana's conversion transformed Axum into a center of faith and helped spread Christianity across East Africa. Archaeologists have even found ancient crosses and churches that prove how deeply Christianity shaped Axumite culture. Chapter 3: Global Connections. Axum ships sailed across the Red Sea, connecting with Roman Egypt, Persia, and in fact, the Periplus of the Erythraean Sea, a Greek-Roman trade manual from the 1st century, describes Axum as one of the most important trading hubs. Its capital was bustling with traders speaking Greek, Arabic, and local African dialects, a true ancient melting pot. Some historians even believe Axum was home to the Ark of the Covenant, said to rest in a small church in Ethiopia to this very day. Whether legend or truth, this connection made Axum a land of both mystery and divine importance. Chapter 4: The Fall of a Giant. But like all great empires, Axum's glory. Trade routes shifted after the rise of Islam in the 7th century, cutting off Axum's access to the. Its once golden economy crumbled. Famine, soil exhaustion, and isolation weakened the kingdom. By the 10th century, the mighty empire that once traded with Rome had vanished into legend, its monuments buried under centuries of dust. Today, the ruins of Axum still stand, silent witnesses to an age when Africa ruled the trade routes of the ancient world. It was a superpower that history nearly. But its story proves that the cradle of civilization was not just along the Nile or in Rome, it was also in the heart of Africa. Axum, the forgotten superpower that traded with Rome.